Okay, we're gonna get started. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Well, thanks everybody for coming. Guess we'll approve the minutes for March 26th.
Oh, this was the super long meeting. I'll move to approve the minutes.
I'm missing something. I don't have the minutes for that.
That's
Right
it.
there.
Yeah, where's the? Okay.
That's the minute.
A second.
All right, all in favor? Okay. Let's move on to approving the bills for April 26th.
What was LGIP?
That's the insurance investment account, the state insurance,
Oh,
not
okay.
insurance.
I know.
Investment.
Okay, thank you.
Pool.
What's HD Fallon?
That was some water pipe and stuff to kind of pre-set up for a sprinkler
So is it
system.
kind of like a business?
It's a
Yes.
business.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I had just never heard.
It's waterworks.
Okay, and I'm gonna go ahead and assume that Brian person is our cement.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
You got that?
It looks pretty sharp, so I kind of noticed.
I make a motion, we approve the bills for April.
Second it.
All in favor? Okay, thank you. like to recognize Brandon. Must not have nothing better to do than be here.
I just need to see how to do this right, so I'll come here.
That's why I come to you guys.
Figure turn around what it looks like.
You wanna see how to raise the utility rates is what it is.
He wants to see the backlash is what he wants to
Okay, so I guess we're gonna, you guys are gonna discuss utility rates and figure something out. So we can go ahead and move forward with this. So where are we at? What do you think?
I know what I think,
Okay.
everybody else check.
So we can do one each individually. You start with water. If this is easier for you, I made this little chart and then I did print a few extra if anybody wants to see what they're looking at. This section right here, that's dotted around it, that is the public notice. So your rates in each one cannot go over that amount. I also listed the current bill and then just random options. I think the concern that I got from last month is people wanted to just see where does that put the bill. So there is $158, $155, $150, $160 for the total bill with different variations. None of those have to be set. None of those have to be, that's the specific one that you choose. And then the red box aren't really options. They're only for reference based on cost of living increases, based on what the rates were set in 2000. And then the other one is if we were to get state funding, where they would set our rate that we've been told. Just to give you a visual of where we're at.
And what's the rate that you've been told that they would set?
It would be $94 for water. I'm assuming probably somewhere similar for sewer because they set them the same in 2000. I could be wrong on that.
I don't know, that's what what's his name said to us, I think said that.
But that would put your bill at $208 a month with garbage included.
So is that set by, I'm sorry, maybe I missed it wrong, you said that's the rate they would set if you got the grant?
Yes.
Okay, and when would you know that?
Well, all we've done so far is submit a letter of interest.
And when does that grant have to be turned in?
Well, first we have to get a water study done. So
Yeah,
the letter of
was
interest,
put in just to do a study to see, before DEQ will find you, they want to know what's wrong with your system or what's not wrong with your system, and that's what the study's for.
And do you know about how long that's gonna take before you could actually apply for the grant?
You put in for the grants about December, so that'd be the earliest. So if the study if they funded it and we got it done in like 6 months, you could have put in for it again in December. And you wouldn't know we don't even know on the study yet.
Yeah.
DEQ hasn't put out the list yet. So it's a minimum of a year if everything was
2 years.
streamlined.
Yeah.
Yeah. So probably more like 2 or 2.5 years.
And is that for every city or that's just for our city? I know Idaho Falls water bill is way less than ours.
Okay, we're not gonna discuss all this. We've
I'm just
already-
asking.
Yeah,
We have a right to ask.
you do.
So please.
Well, the public hearing's over.
Yeah, it's over. We're not discussing, so they gotta make up their minds what they want to do, and that's what it'll be. So,
They can still answer the question.
okay,
Well, but the public hearing's over.
Yeah.
So it's time for them to deliberate.
So we have no say.
No, we don't.
I'm not asking you.
so what do you think? What do you think?
I will tell you, one of the questions I had in my office this week that I thought was a reasonable question was, how much is too much to be putting into reserve to save? So one of the thoughts that I had was, because the thing that sparked this was the water tank, right?
Mm-hmm.
Again, one bid, we need multiple bids, we still need to have it inspected. But $110,000. How long will it take us to just save that, to have that? But we also really need to build that reserve. So you can think about that in the back of your head. Like if you were to put, we're like right here on option number 4, water at $84 instead of $91, that increases it $33,000. So we know we already have $5,000 more in expenses just for testing. We know we should do a cost of living to the overall budget, and then whatever's left will be going into that savings. For every dollar, you're taking $1,800 a year is how much $1 affects it.
What does that mean, Robin? I'm sorry. I don't understand that. $1 for every...
$1 based on, we have 150 accounts. So that $1 gives us $1,800 over the whole year.
Per account, or just overall for the whole year?
For the whole year. For
Right,
everybody.
all the accounts.
Brian did also learn some things at water conference, if you want to hear anything he has to say as you're
Give
thinking
it to us,
about it.
Brian.
Rubbing shoulders with all those guys that are in communities all across Idaho, the one thing that come out over and over and over again is everybody in Idaho is dealing with this exact same thing. It doesn't matter where they're at compared to us, they're dealing with rate hikes and they have to do it. Most of the people that I communicated with over there they're in smaller, either homeowner associations or smaller cities. And the problem that happened, and I'm not gonna just say engineers are terrible. Engineers are terrible. They go off of, government recommendations, and they build this plan for a city that only has 150 connections. But they have to, according to the government and an engineer, I don't know how it all works, but basically the system that we have is way excessive of our 150 people.
And not only that, the other thing that I learned too recently was you also have to take in consideration the depreciation on your system. And we have not done that.
And every community that I communicated with is in the same boat. They're either dealing with a system it's expensive to maintain and their little community can't, or that hasn't been maintained at all and they're trying to get into the same situation we got into back in 2000. So we're not alone by any means. And that essentially that's what it comes down to is a lot of us smaller communities, the system that has been put in, it's expensive. It's a good system. It'll last us for years to come if we maintain it, but it is expensive to maintain. It's not just expensive to fix. It's expensive to fix what hasn't been maintained, but even just the base maintenance on it is going to be expensive as we go through the year. And I'm hearing that across Idaho. It's not just us.
What is the average maintaining amount?
Well, we have 2 wells and 5 pumps. So typically every pump needs to be serviced about every 5 to 6 years. The last pump we serviced was a little over $8,000. So just on pumps alone is $8,000. I've got a service on some valves that needs to be done. Those should be done also every 5 years. That's another $5,000. I mean, so it's all these little things.
The size of the pump matters too.
Yeah.
Brian, would that be approximately like $1,000 a year per pump, or just per year overall?
Easily. And as we go into the coming years, it's going to get more and more expensive. So I can't say, because what it was last year and what it's going to be this year isn't going to be the same. That's why I say
Every year it goes up.
It's a growing problem, and I know we had
Lieutenant Governor Bedke and Mike Simpson were there talking, and they said it's not just Idaho either. Water systems across our nation, especially rural water systems, are struggling. And Idaho's just cut their budget.
So,
So there's not gonna be a lot of budget for Idaho, not this year, because they've cut their budgets, because the nation cut their budgets. I mean, it's a trickle-down effect, and so.
Well, kind of the nice thing is we went through a lot of this stuff already, so now it's just
but we
maintaining.
have to cycle through, and there's still a
Yeah,
lot
we
that
still have
hasn't
to
been done too.
maintain.
We still have those valves that need to be replaced, backflow and
Then there's still the-
metering.
The 40 that
What's the
doesn't
meter?
work.
Yeah, I still have one more flow meter to replace. That's about 16,000. I have one pump that hasn't worked in I don't know how many years, and that I'm gonna guess that's gonna be close to 20 to rebuild it, or more to replace it if they can't rebuild it. So I mean, that's over and above tank issues, all the other issues that are, I mean, there's meter boxes that need to be looked at. I mean, like yours, that's a cost. To fix those meter boxes over at your place, you're talking about $1,000 a piece, give or take. I mean, so I've got 6 or 7 of those to replace around town. It's not, I'm not saying this isn't an emergency. These are things that it's maintenance.
Yeah.
Everything's, but we're not alone. Everybody I talk to is dealing with the same thing.
Ryan, are those meters the one that you're talking about for the water metering system? That
It's,
hasn't been used?
The household meters.
Yeah,
Well-
that hasn't been used. And so, weren't they talking about replacing
Yep,
those
yeah.
altogether because cost would be more effective?
well, the meters I just mentioned was a flow meter that's in our well house.
So let's take
And we're
this.
required to do that.
So what do you guys
So,
think?
just wondering if
Water.
it was that or something
No.
else.
I think we should go the max on water, because it's struggling hard.
So when you say the max, are we keeping round numbers? We're doing away with change?
I'm fine with getting rid of the change.
Okay,
So
so
91,
that would be
Yeah.
91 on water.
okay. How do you feel about that?
Something, well, you don't like it, but it's gotta be
Yeah,
fixed,
come
so
on. Yeah,
we don't have a
exactly.
choice.
Alan said exactly what I'm thinking.
The maintenance and stuff, whatever problems were before, that's forgiven. We just gotta, if we're gonna have water to the houses and our hydrants working, we gotta have the water. And our water tax went up this year greatly. It went from 24, 25 to 48.
So it doubled.
And more than doubled in mine.
Nice.
I'm with these guys. I'm like, I like the water flow in my house.
Me too. I
Like-
like having water.
Yeah.
But the problem we have, if we don't fix it, we won't have it. If we have a
Exactly.
problem, if our water pumps go down, then we get these boil orders and all this other stuff that will come in. We gotta maintain the pressure and it's gotta maintain without issues.
I agree.
Okay. How about sewer? Currently 45,
76.
45.76. Max is 48.
Well, the max
Oh,
could
let's
be
see.
that, but
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
so you could leave sewer the same. You could do a little cost of living bump.
I would say on the sewer, is the sewer running fairly well right now? Do we have
Yes.
any major coming up on the sewer?
Nothing real major. We're due to have them all cleaned again.
Our lift pumps and all that, they just got gone through, right?
Well, Wednesday they're gonna install my new one and we're gonna send the old one. So I'll have 2 new lift pumps.
We did one last year. You're
Yeah,
right.
I put a new one in last year and I bought a new one. I'm gonna swap it out. and
Would
have the-
would it help if we try to get the people of Basalt not to flush non-flushables down the toilets?
I think that's actually been a little better.
It
The
has been
sewer
getting
bullets
better,
haven't been as bad.
That destroys the lift pumps.
but I did just have Idaho Rural Water was out and we did look at a couple of the sewers. Part of the problem is right now, there's not a whole lot of flow. So,
Are we gonna have to flush the sewer?
so here in the next
Now-
couple of weeks, you'll probably see me out with a water hose.
Now, I do know there's, Firth uses Shelley's
Yeah,
truck, and
Yeah.
maybe we can work something. when they
and that's
come up
just
to
a
do
matter
that
of me
one
getting
to-
with them and getting on their schedule.
You know,
But yeah,
because
they-
then it don't push it into the lagoon.
Okay.
I
So
should
how much
keep-
of a cushion do we have in sewer right now? Like, how's the savings looking?
So this is, the updated quarterly budget that I give you guys on the quarter. So sewer's down at the bottom.
I'm sorry, I forgot.
And we have an okay cushion-ish. I have had opinions from the Idaho Rural Water Sewer guy that he feels like that is about half of what it should be really,
Really?
but
What cushion are we getting every month? Now,
month is kind of hard. Last year we had an overall of 18,000 left over.
cushion, would that be potentially the same thing for this year?
Probably. And part of that is because I did invest money into the investment funds and I'm pulling pretty good interest right now. That I've seen kind of going down, but I did notice this month it probably is gonna take a little hike, so that's good.
Let's see, what we have in slush fund right now won't pay for the pump, the flow meter.
It wouldn't
and the
pay if
backflow.
there was a major sewer issue, no.
We could probably pay for new pumps, but if I had to replace a line down Main Street, not even close.
So I definitely think like sewer shouldn't be ignored. But the cost of living isn't terrible.
So the cost of living is the 2 bracket?
Nothing over 4.9%. The cost of living, well,
See, because we're sitting at 45.76, right?
Yes.
I think when I did it, it was like the 47
Go to the 47.
times. So $2.24 is what you couldn't go over. So it would be around the 47 to keep it around.
I'd say you raise it to the 47.
I've had issues at my house with sewer backing up and it
You wanna
sounds like
make
if
sure
there's
that
problems,
Um,
my house is one that goes and,
Did they put that new flow meter, backflow in yours?
no, I don't think so.
Brandon Leonard's, they had to put one in because it backed up on that street.
Oh, whoops.
so garbage.
Oh, we're not done yet.
Oh,
What do you think on the sewer?
I agree with Alan. I
47?
didn't hear what Brittany said, but yeah, the $2 thing.
So you're at 47, 47, 47, okay.
Mhm.
We really didn't raise it $2 because we're 45.76. We're just rounding up the,
Okay.
so $1 something.
All right, garbage.
He's gonna raise that real soon.
Yep,
You think so?
the fuel prices.
Fuel prices.
yeah.
Yeah, good point.
so, garbage, we really only need $20 to cover the cost right now. But Alan did bring up a concern last month that we might get hit again. And do we really want to be going through all of this again? Because for $1, you would have to do a public hearing and a public notice and all of that.
What we were trying to do is not do this again.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, you make a good point about gas.
So what does Alan say?
I say go up to $20.
20 or 21
20 covers what the expense is now.
currently?
That's it.
Yeah. If you
So
want to
we're
add
already
that extra.
underpaying.
Yeah, let's do the 21. That should cover, so we don't have to hit these people again with
Technically, yes.
anything. Because
Unless
I
fuel prices
know all
really go
my
up.
stuff has gone out, so.
Yeah, everything is. Okay.
I agree.
Agree.
We're talking-
20 or 21?
Oh, did you say 21? Sorry, 21. I forgot 20 is just breaking us even.
21?
Yeah.
21, okay.
So that leaves the bill at 159. When you add all of that together. It's a $29 increase overall.
Is that what you want?
No, but,
Want is the wrong word.
yeah. But yes.
That's what we need to do.
We're gonna have to do it.
Okay. 29? All right.
Do that in a form of a motion so your minutes are clear.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So I make a motion, we increase the monthly bill by $29.
Yeah, so you'd have the breakdown of
Do
91.
you, oh, you wanted me to break it out individually?
Yeah, so everybody knows.
So I make a motion, we raise the water bills to 91. The sewer to 47 and the garbage to 21.
Second.
All in favor? Okay.
So then the second, we'll need to do a written resolution for that. So the second question is, when do you want to make it effective?
Okay, so when do you guys want to make this effective?
2028.
Do you want to start it next month?
What's feasible, Robin?
I always think, we're in April. And so I feel like May 1st. So then you would see it on your June bill.
So if you're gonna do May 1, you'll have to have a special meeting to approve the resolution. Or if you want to do May 15 or June 1, then I can bring the resolution to your next meeting. To the
Oh.
second Wednesday.
So you have that 30 days.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do that.
Let's just do that.
Do it the next
Robin.
meeting?
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
effective June 1, or do you want to do,
Okay,
Yes.
okay.
That's probably easiest.
So then we'll see it on our July bill.
yes.
Spectacular.
And I missed, who made that motion?
Those
Me?
two.
Nobody's made a motion for
I'll
that
make it,
yet.
yeah,
Oh, you mean for
to
the
do July 1.
resolution?
Or for June,
Oh, okay.
excuse me.
I
Now, the
move
resolution I'll put in
to,
writing, the effective date needs to be in the motion, so your
Oh, so I-
second
oh.
motion would be. to do
So I
it
make a
effective-
motion, we make it effective June 1st.
I second.
All in favor? Thank you.
oh, what did Pam think?
That,
Pam
what we
agreed
just
with,
did.
okay.
Okay, we'll move forward. Brian,
Oh, you're about to hear
Don't we
it.
have to schedule a budget hearing?
Oh, yeah, you have to
Oh.
schedule a budget hearing. And that's just, the county has to give a notice and they want it all to them by April 30th. So our normal budget hearing falls in August 13th, in August usually. So that would be August 13th. We would have our fiscal year budget hearing.
Do we have to vote on this or anything?
I think so.
As long as your minutes are clear, I would.
okay.
I'm okay with that. Is everybody else okay with that date?
Yeah, just do a motion to make it August 13th.
I motion to make our budget hearing on August 13th.
I second it.
All in favor? Okay, thanks. Okay, now we'll move on to Brian and his report.
Okay.
Mountain West contract renewal.
So I've had a lot of things going on. I don't know if you noticed the new sidewalk. That's really nice. A lot of people have complimented on it. I just wanted to point out that was Brian Cruzet that did that. Him and his crew, they worked with me on another project on the north end of town to put a grate in the ditch that was having some problems that would have cost us some issues later down the road. So that's taken care of. We've been working on the playground. Last week I spent a week at the water conference in Boise. And I learned a lot of interesting things, like I said, mentioned earlier, rubbing shoulders with guys that are in the same boat. I also wanted to point out, I did a little tour of a water plant there in Boise. And due to the problem of people using their fencing and handrail for diving boards at their facility into the river, They took all of their fencing down around the river and all of their handrails down away from the river so people couldn't use it for diving boards. I just thought I'd point that out as our playground is near a body of water.
So you're not gonna be fencing it.
So,
using the railings as jump off points
Yeah.
to the water.
so it was actually a bigger liability to them to keep their handrails and their fences up. Which, to me, that I took great note to that because we're dealing with that over there now and people are, just this afternoon, I had some complaints, but
A complaint.
a complaint. There were multiple from the same.
But we've had
Can
others.
we edify this park isn't coming out of the city budget, that was donated money.
That's all grant money.
I've tried explaining that 100 times, but people still don't get it.
Basalt didn't pay for it, they just put a little time in it, a little walk.
So the next thing coming up, I have some valves, some backflow preventers that I'm getting ready to sign a contract with Mountain West to do the rebuild on those. It's about $5,000. I'm gonna go ahead and sign that contract. But also, we are up for renewal with Mountain West Waterworks to renew them being our license for water and for sewer. It's about $205 for the sewer and about $250.
235, but it's gone to what?
It's gonna go up.
It's over there. 260.
So it's
Anybody remember? 220, 260, I think.
yeah. So $500-600 a month is what it's costing us for them to be our license. After the conference, I had a visit with Robert Dial from the city of Firth. I don't know, has he? Okay.
Yeah.
I hope I wasn't gonna jump the gun.
No.
So Robert Dial has offered to take our license back. So we would no longer be contracted to Mountain West. That he would hold our license for water and sewer.
And Tyson.
And Tyson would be involved with that also. They have all the licensing that the city of Basalt would need.
They did it before, right?
Yep.
Okay.
And then
He-
what it cost last Friday?
He wants to do it for nothing.
Wow.
With
Well, there's a little trade.
There is a
With-
stipulation. He has asked that I get my water distribution and my sewer collections license before he retires in about a
Which-
year.
he has been working on.
So
He's just been a little chicken.
You can do it.
Push.
So he's given me a year to get my license. After that, we'd have to renegotiate with him. So I
Can you do it?
can I do it? Yeah.
You can do it.
Yes, you can do it.
He's put in the hours.
The hours are already there, and I just think
Right.
maybe a little extra push. Robert's gonna push
Has
me
Robert
a
tutored
little. Couple from behind me.
you? Robert can tutor you.
So it is a fairly simple test. I just need to go do it.
So after that, would it be that you're doing the water and sewer, what he'd be doing, or the city of?
It's just holding the license.
Yeah. So
Holding
The
license,
job doesn't really
Yeah.
change.
So that means we're saving $500 a month.
yes.
Yes.
That could go towards water.
Well,
Could it go
half
towards
water, half sewer,
Top water, half sewer.
Yeah.
Oh,
basically.
that's better than nothing.
So I'm gonna throw it out there. I mean, originally they kind of suggested I go on through their apprentice program, which is it's spendy. I'm not for sure what it costs to put Tyson through that.
Can't remember, but you're
It's-
right, it was
it's
spending
college.
hours.
It's college hours and money, so it's about $6,000 a year. But talking with him yesterday, he said, and my contact with Idaho Rural Water said the same thing. He said, don't let it get out there, but don't do the apprenticeship program. Let's just tutor you and get you licensed. Take the test on your own. So
And Robert will help us transfer all the
he
paperwork.
would
and
help us
everything.
get everything switched over and help me get acclimated into doing, because right now Mountain West takes all of our water samples, so I'd have to take over that and kind of learn the ropes there and where to take them and everything. So
And it's really great timing because their contract's up.
so I hadn't planned on this, but the timing just kind of slipped in there real quick, and
So is this something you're going to do? We're going to do
something
this?
I would like us to do if the council is
Okay.
okay with that.
Okay,
I think it's a great idea.
how's the council feel about that? Yes?
He definitely should
You
do
know,
it.
one day we will be, Firth and Basalt will be one entity. One day.
We'll find that.
Well, that will ruffle some feathers. Trust me.
Well,
I've already heard it.
You know, why does every city have all the equipment when
I
other
definitely-
rural cities, they share?
I definitely believe we have missed out not working with Firth through the years. I think we've punished both cities for that.
and this would be basically, I would be their second,
Yes, it
and
benefits
they would
them
be
too.
our second.
Because Robert
So-
does want to retire.
Eventually, Robert does say he wants to do something else. I don't believe him, but
He's only been doing it since he was 14 years old.
Garrett, do we have to vote not to renew the contract?
No,
Okay, thank you.
So you're okay with that?
Yeah, I prefer we didn't.
You guys are okay with that? Okay, then we'll pursue that.
okay.
All right. Let's see what else.
Fielding parcel.
Building parcel, 835 north.
Oh, that's on me too. So I have a debate, and this is a parcel that the city council decided to go ahead and split for the Nelsons. It's Skylar's property. And I don't know if you remember, the piece on the west side of the canal is it's not big enough. We allowed her to split it. Well, there's no sewer on that road. Yeah, there is not. Skylar's goes out to Oregon Road. The family right there, I can't think of it.
It's Eva's property there,
Yeah.
next door.
Anyways, the property across the street from him goes clear through another property and onto the next road up. There is no sewer on that road for that property, that fielding zone. We need to decide what we want to do. Are we gonna go the way that the city's been doing and just make him put a line all the way down to the next intersection and tie into that sewer?
Through people's yards.
Well, it would be in the right of way, but
Well, it'd have to go under the canal.
no,
No?
it
Which way?
would
The
be
other way?
going
This way?
the other way.
This way.
Yeah, it would
That's
be
a long
going
way.
the other way.
That is a long way.
It is quite a distance. Is it the right way to do it? No. Technically, I think the city should put a sewer line in there, but it's a great expense.
And it's created messes in other pockets because they didn't do it that way.
Yeah, I do know, like I say, there's, over here at Lockyear's, there's all those houses that got moved, that's a mess over there. The way the sewers, yeah, well, it's not your fault. I mean, the sewer and the water lines all go through the backyards and into the next, I mean, it's not the right way to do it. That's the way the city's been doing it, and I don't know. Everybody I've talked to says that's an okay thing to do. I mean, if the city.
I don't think you can go on somebody else's property.
not without their permission.
You have to have it, but the guy that moved all those homes in had the permission to do all that, cause he owned all the ground. And just put easements along there.
Who owns that ground now?
Different
My
people.
backyard is the sewer line. No, the first parcel at
The first
835.
one, so that's Fieldings.
I have a question on that one too.
Yeah, but it would be in the right of way. They could go right down through the right of way. But it would mean they'd have to go 250 feet down
Shouldn't
the
the
road.
property owner be responsible to put something there that
And
hasn't been
that's
there?
my next question is,
So
do we
this
say
is-
yes, but you have to put a main line in?
That
And
would
not
normally be
just
that would normally be the landowner.
Yeah.
So anytime a
The city
developer,
could put that main line in.
If there was multiple houses to be put in along the way, yeah, I would probably consider the city
So
doing it, but it's just one.
it's just one house.
And it was never considered to be a
It was-
property
yeah.
like that.
Well, the property, until it was divided, wasn't big enough
No.
with the right of way of the canal on top of it.
So the only perk with having a main line put in there would be Grebstead's, if they did have a problem, could connect across the street.
They're
If,
not connected now?
well, they go clear down to Katie's place and go
Oh.
through that. They're actually tied on the Katie sewer and goes into the next street.
By Hastings.
It was a family venture there, you know,
Back in the day.
back in the day. If Lewis's decided to split their property, there'd be a main line, they could tie into that. Otherwise, we're talking about for one house.
Well, what is the size sewer that's gotta be, 6 or 8?
Well, our sewers are, I believe they're,
Aren't they 6 on the wings and 8 on the feeds?
I think they're 8s and 10s. That's what, I mean, we're talking, your manholes and everything, it's expensive.
Yeah, I have a question about that, because one, the last mayor let that go through when we all fought, or a few of us fought it, because it's not right. That they split it, because everybody got told half acres, and then they got allowed before he got out of office, at least that's direct I got. But I also just recently heard that that person, those buildings or whomever, is wanting to put a duplex in there, not just a single home dwelling. That's, I know people that are totally related and they've.
Well,
That's
it will
too,
have to
so-
go through a public hearing.
Well, I'm just
Yeah.
saying, you're talking about one family home and they've already squeezed through once. Are they gonna squeeze through again and all of a sudden have a duplex there? And, you know, so.
Chris
Just
has
putting it out there, that's the rumor mill I've got from people that know him or family.
And that would have to go through the hearing
Go through
process.
public hearing.
Just to.
It would have to be,
I don't think they have the square footage on the lot to put 2 there.
There isn't much.
Yeah.
It's very small.
it would have to be,
If you park on the road, you're parking in his, you got a certain amount to put, I think it's a square footage of a house, single house dwelling, right?
Yeah, cause I mean, you're only zoned for single houses, they phone right now.
Yeah. So,
Except for one.
I think that's. All the rest is residential.
Anyway, yeah.
block.
I have a feeling they're just gonna do the same thing
On
they
the
did
opposite
Yeah.
corner
with
from
my
you.
property.
You,
I'm pretty
The
sure.
other
Discussion.
canal fee,
where are you from?
What's that?
Where are you
just straight through.
So is this something they're?
I don't like the duplex
They're wanting
idea. I
to know
talked to
about
Chris
that.
personally about the duplex and I told him
What's
that
that?
I didn't like
wanting
it.
to know
I didn't
more
like
on
the
this.
idea.
Well-
I talked to him on the phone about the sewer
Yeah.
issue. I did tell him that he mentioned something about trying to go across the canal and I said, I don't think that's a good idea. I don't think you can do that. But he did talk to me on the phone about it, but I personally, the duplex, I'm not okay with that, but a single dwelling, just like my house, I don't see a problem with it.
But that still goes back to, do you
But
say, okay,
right now,
yeah?
we're just, we
Yes.
just are talking about the sewer
Do you wanna
lines.
do you wanna
And
have
what's
them,
the correct,
in
way to
order
do
to put
that?
a home there, require them to put a main line in, or just,
Well, yeah, cause he's just
Regular-
gonna sell it anyway to somebody, so the landowner should pay for it.
All the contractors I work for.
Every landowner has to pay for their own hookups.
So-
In Blackfoot.
Hopefully it's expensive, if you'll just sell me that.
my
It was
personal
divided.
opinion
I think it was
is
divided so
that
she
we
could
do it right,
put a.
so that we don't have the same problems that we have.
Well, so it would be the landowner's responsibility, they would have to do it.
Divided,
Right.
and then
Current code.
carries
Right,
through.
but that's what I mean, that
That's-
it
that's
be a
not
main line.
Right, but it's not a city problem.
Right.
It's the landowner's problem.
And it would be
So
very
they would have to
expensive.
do the main line, is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Sorry, but everybody couldn't understand.
Okay,
Yeah, so that would require them to put in a manhole and the main down to the next road.
And would there be supervision of this being done?
It would have to be done by a contractor.
it'll have to be
License contract.
Yeah, the city doesn't do that, so they would have to hire a licensed bonded contractor.
That's expensive.
Well, it'd have to be done to ISPWC specs.
Yeah. So is that, I kinda,
So for the,
main line, and they would have to do it.
and that they would, okay.
yeah, that's not the city's problem.
Okay.
Yeah. That was never supposed to be a single property anyways.
Right.
It's
Okay,
pretty small.
yeah. Push it out there.
See, because he's already discussed that half acre per home. He was here when we discussed that,
Mhm.
so. We're not making variances on tiny houses. We're not adding to the apartments because there's not enough room.
Yeah.
Unless Tanya gives up her room.
So is that what it is now? It's a half an acre per home, is that what it is now? So how is it possible to do what they did there?
They
So-
had to go through a public hearing. That was with the mayor before.
Okay, that makes
And
sense. I was just curious how, cause I thought that that was zoned out.
they had to have
After
a
they
reasonable
bought it.
reason to do it.
I do remember being there for that, but I remember it being that her other house was not livable.
Yes,
And so it was under,
but there was a single dwelling already there.
yes, and
so
they
would
weren't
do-
moving, they were gonna move another house on, and that she was going to live there with her son. There was no talk about her selling or, like, I remember it being under the impression that was for her, not to be,
But it was divided.
which I'm like,
But it was divided after.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, it's
Because they didn't
two-
do the
It's two
paperwork.
parcels.
Yeah, and I don't remember,
But they divided
Being
it
told
after
that they
after
would do
Fieldings
that.
got it. It got split after Fieldings had got it.
When I read the minutes, basically
Makes
it
sense.
was, their reasoning was that because it was too small to do anything other than just be a pasture,
mhm.
the city went ahead and voted to allow her to make that change so that somebody could, even though it's a smaller than
Because-
normal parcel.
I actually understood it that they were gonna sell that parcel
Yeah.
to buy a
Yes.
replacement house.
Yeah.
That's what they were
Yeah.
gonna do right there.
So
Yeah,
per,
I wasn't under the
so
impression it
per
was gonna be a
ordinance,
house
they
that
can't
was
even
there.
put a single dwelling on that property anyway. 'cause
Well,
it's
except
under
that
half.
Except
it
that
was
there is a
granted.
variance, there is a variance for
There's
that
a
parcel.
variance. The paperwork did get done after, yes.
Unfortunately, when the city made that decision, I don't think that Guy expressed the issue that there is no sewer.
Yeah, he never mentioned that.
Yeah, he didn't say that. I remember that.
So that clears things
This
up, and
wasn't talked about.
I will forward that on to the Fieldings and let them know that that is the city's agreement. Is that, they don't have to, that's just how it
That's
has to
just
be.
the way it is,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay,
That's nothing new.
Okay,
perfect. Nothing's changing.
very good.
Thanks. Okay, Robin, city business, Rocky Mountain Power.
Rocky Mountain Power Agreement, I did forward you guys all of that to read. The one thing that we need to know before they actually come, because they will do, you guys go through public hearing if I remember
Well, I don't know the
right,
agreement, what you're
and
talking about.
readings. A Rocky Mountain Power
Their franchise agreement?
franchise agreement.
Yeah, they'll go through a public hearing.
So it'll go through a public hearing, but to finish the paperwork, they want a term on the agreement, which now standard is 15 years. Last one was 30 years, and it's kind of too long to let it go that long. Also, a franchise fee. So we do get a franchise fee from Sparklight. We do get one from Intermountain Gas. You have the opportunity to put one in Rocky Mountain Power. We currently do not have one. And that would be a fee added on to the bill that in turn would come to us. And you can't go over 3%. Or you can leave it at nothing.
You don't have one in your current one?
Nope,
Wonder why they did that?
I don't
Because
know.
most of them are all 3%.
Yeah. I thought it was weird that we don't get a kickback from them when we do from everywhere else.
Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't have 3, anyway.
So that's what everybody else does.
Everybody has 3%.
Do you guys have 3% on yours?
I'm not sure on that one.
You know, you should, but I think
Okay.
all of them I've seen are always 3%.
That's the max allowable,
That's
right?
the max allowed.
But that causes every single person's power bill to go up. That's bounced
3%.
back to the
Yeah,
city.
Rocky Mountain Power's not like that.
So can I get I'm sorry, I missed last month. So what is this referring to?
Yeah,
So every city has an agreement with utilities. And basically it just protects the right of ways And who owns what?
Well, and it replaces the wear and tear on your streets, is what it's for. When they're maintaining the power lines and things, there's wear and tear on your streets and your right of ways. And that 3% is dedicated to help pay for that.
Oh, so that's a 3% that would come back to the city for the
From
use, basically, of using
for
the
the roads and stuff, yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
Right,
Okay.
but Rocky Mountain Power doesn't pay it, the customers do.
Yeah.
So if you look at any power bill, there's always a franchise fee.
Oh, okay.
So you
I
guys
think you
pay
had
it,
mentioned
and it
one
comes to
on
the city.
Okay, that
Sparklight
makes more sense.
one.
Yeah.
I think I have one.
And it
So it
asked
means
me
your
about
electric
it.
bill's gonna go
Yeah.
up 3% if we choose 3%.
So,
But yes, there's no decisions
Oh, we already
tonight.
had
just accept
I
it.
did too. Yeah,
I'm pretty sure I have one on mine.
it's on your bill, I'm pretty sure.
So does this say we have a 1% right now if we vote for 3%?
right now, he
it'll
said
be
it's
4%?
0.
I look at our bills.
Do you need an accumulation bill?
No, I guess we'll look. I'll look at mine.
Oh, look. Curious.
Yeah.
Yeah,
mean, if
it's
it's
all being
anything-
sent to Firth.
You owe us 3% for the last 30 years.
Nice.
And 30 years ago, maybe they just didn't want to have it passed on.
Now there's interest. Okay,
So for like the
Yeah,
transformer
okay.
that 3%, if we.
No, that was
That's
their
separate.
expense.
Yeah, that's Rocky Mountain.
That's on them.
I just have to be if
So if they
it
bring
was,
their-
I'm trying to, where that money is allotted so that it's processed correctly, I guess.
It'd go to the street fund here.
Yeah.
So if that's on our bill, would Rocky Mountain Power have to give the kickback?
yes.
Probably, yeah.
Or throw us a damn good party. Pay for a new water tower.
They're not doing a party this year.
No, but I'm saying, like,
That'd be a nice kickback to.
I'll
solve some
have
of
to
the
look.
problems.
congratulations.
Okay, let's go on.
Vote on logos, so just give me your vote quietly. We'll make sure, if I don't want y'all to know.
This is the three.
Those are the 3.
Just one.
Yep. And then remember that we will meet together, Saturday, 10:30 here, 10:30 to 11:30. You can come and have cookies. I plan on 11 announcing who won. And then, city cleanup. Do we want to do a cleanup this year?
Is there gonna catch another fire? Sorry. My neighbor texted me when I was at work and we're like, we're on fire, and I'm like, oh crap.
It was a small fire, but nobody was aware yet.
So a couple years ago, we did a city cleanup where everybody volunteered with a couple dump trailers, and we went around the city and picked up tree limbs and that sort of stuff, took it to the place, the fire pit, and put it all there, and that was kind of nice, I think, for a lot of people, so I'm trying to encourage cleanup.
I think that's a great idea.
Yeah, I was gonna say, but the people need to bring their debris to the edge of their property, right?
Yes.
You're not gonna go on their
Yeah.
property and go get it.
Right. Yeah, there was one or two, there was 2 last time that they kind of thought that we would go onto the property and clean up their
Just
property,
make it
but no,
specific
it's
that they
it's the property owners to put it out to the street, tree branches, and we will pick those up and dispose of them.
So
Not
basically,
household garbage. Not household garbage, just tree
Because-
limbs. Tree
Mow
limbs and
the
stuff.
lawn while you're there.
I know what Pam wants.
Brian, I think you
Now,
might.
So there's a tie.
So do we need to vote
For
again
our
between those two?
elderly,
Yeah.
would there be a crew that could potentially go out like a week before and help them trim their trees and stuff as part of this?
You know, we have a Facebook page that we can put that out, and if there's
Right.
volunteers that want to help, that would be a great way to do it, because,
Cause we gotta take care of our
yes,
OGs.
okay. So we'll put that together if that's what we're gonna do, and we'll
Come
announce
up with a
it.
date.
Yeah, and then we'll announce it and try to get everybody together some morning. I know there's a couple people that really could use some help, so
Yeah.
we can schedule that.
Robin, what date was that for the cleanup again?
We don't have a date.
Oh,
I
you
think we'll
don't?
come up with one. Just, do we want to do it? Yes. But
Yeah.
Sounds like it.
Yep, okay. So yeah, we'll do a city cleanup, we'll just figure out a date. and
Okay.
a time.
So we're gonna vote. This kind of ruins it, but we have a tie. So it is between 2 and 3. So you get to silently vote one more time.
Can we vote?
You had your chance.
No, to break the tie, we just get to vote
I
again.
think it's
I guess
okay.
that would be fun.
Yeah, let's do it.
It's 2, that's 3.
Let's just ask who's here, what they wanna vote for.
Well, but I don't want it like,
They don't want it to be.
I don't want,
Then you have other
yeah.
people that are like, I wasn't there.
Let's see if it's a tie again. If it's a tie,
Yeah, sounds good.
we'll be the icebreaker.
Did
If it's a
Garrett get
tie,
the
does the
vote?
maintenance
Did
man
Garrett
break the
get the
tie?
vote?
Oh yeah, I guess I could have done that.
No, I don't
Good.
know.
Yeah, I think he should.
If it's
So-
time, Garrett, I'll have to wait for you.
Or do you just strut out of the house?
We do not have a tie.
All right. But we do know it's between 2 and 3.
We do know it's
Got a pretty good idea.
Okay, I think.
Oh, so, okay.
She's not
Yeah,
gonna announce
clear
it
winner.
till tomorrow.
Yeah, we're gonna
Tomorrow
announce
at
it
11.
Saturday.
So number
with
2's a
this-
clear winner.
Saturday.
Saturday at when? At 11.
Okay,
She's doing, there's a sign on the door, she's doing cookies.
And I put it in your bill if you need attention.
okay, anything else from you guys? Nothing?
Just so you know, that it was in 1906, on the 11th
Yep.
of April, that the city was founded. That's why she's doing it on a Saturday. So just if
Because
anybody
it's
wanted to
April
know.
11th,
That's why.
2026.
This is my family.
You're not that old, you were.
Oh, my family's still around here.
What year was
School
that?
district.
1906.
100. 129.
Cool.
All right.
Okay.
Any
Well,
concerns out there?
Are we having any plans for the June event? Like, are you gonna?
So I have bounce houses on order. We are gonna do it at our new playground. That will be the location. And kind of the same thing last year, hamburgers and hot dogs.
I thought we might do something. So I'm putting together a tug of war post out there, and I want to invite first city council to war against
Basalt.
Basalt City
That sounds
Council.
dangerous. Gonna bring it back.
Yeah?
Do we have a date for that?
We'll start training.
June 27th.
So we got a nice tug of war
Sweet.
rope set up, so we're gonna do it. And
Well, it's not set up yet,
Well,
but
it's
it
gonna
is
be.
made.
It's made, we made it. Well,
Isidro's son
Isidro's
came
son,
and welded it together
come
for
over,
us.
we put it together, we still got some other things to build and put together, so.
If you need him, I'll let him know.
Actually,
Did he do good?
he did
He
good.
did.
Yeah, you'll be able to see it, it'll be out there. So, I'll probably call him and have him help me plant that into the ground. We're ready, so maybe this weekend, maybe next week.
Yeah.
Oh, and we need to make a motion to adjourn. If there is there anything else?
A motion to adjourn.
A second.
All in favor? Okay, thanks.